All right, we are live. It is horned up. Season might be over. We're not. We're not over.
We're just getting started. Yes, the Vikings season came to a disgusting end on Monday night, but you know what? It's in the past. It's time to start moving forward. You know, early stages of grief. And you might still be upset. You might still have some sickness in your heart, but there's also a lot of reasons to be very excited for the future of this Vikings team.
I think you're just talking to me right now.
We got 15 watching.
Really going on a tangent here. We'll let everybody trickle in. Thanks to Top the Tater, once again sponsoring the Horned Up Show. Get your butts over there, get that beautiful Midwestern treat. Plethora of flavors, plethora of sizes, and as we always say, you can dip anything in that stuff. It's just delicious.
I wish I could reach over and grab that chip and just
can't.
It'll bite right now.
It's a picture. Cannot grab that thing.
It is a picture.
Nitzberg, Funeral, FT Man, Knack, John, what is going on? Just got done with Roundtable. I'm so sick of talking about that Vikings game. I every time I talk about it, I start going off on tangents and getting pissed off again. So we're not going to talk about that much.
Yeah, I did it on. I did the rookie of the week, and I just started talking. I was getting pissed off too. I'm like, I'm sorry, I need to stop.
Yeah, it bring back all the emotions. Monamita, Chris Olson is here. What's going on? Viking Funeral. Thanks for saddling up on Roundtable. Good to see you there.
Boss Man's here. Knack wants to know when the Wimbar and Lupagus meetup. When's the Wimbar and Lupagus meetup?
That's probably fairly overdue. I wonder how many we have. If you're like within 60 miles of Duluth, let us know in the comments. I'm curious about this radius we might have going on here.
What kind of venue we're going to need to get?
Probably just my living room, bro. Probably plenty. You, me, and Monami and I.
Two Harbors Community Center.
Two Harbors Community Center. Tim Lindsay, what's up? Did you get your jersey yet, Tim? Sometimes that takes a while. LS, what's going on, buddy? I did my first Vikings 7-round mock draft yesterday. It was sad, but also very fun.
Yeah, I've been doing some simulators. I just did them before we got on here, and you know what? I traded down a little too far. Didn't like my options very much.
Well, for the first couple, I'm sticking and picking, just like because everybody wants to trade. We're probably going to trade, but I had to stay true for at least the first one, like just not going off the rails yet.
Actually, we can never forget you. Never forget the Dick family. It means so much to our show. To us.
Hit that like button as you guys and gals are coming on in. I'm glad I said on in after that, or that would have been weird.
Yeah, I do too.
It sounds like only the Dicks will be joining the meetup. Nobody else wants to say if they're within 60 miles of Duluth.
That's fine.
Maybe 100, 150.
I mean,
how willing are you to travel to see a couple of weirdos like us?
To see us and... I don't know. I mean,
man, I believe it.
Would fly.
I believe it.
If he flew here, I would tickle his back until he falls asleep.
Ted Morrison's in Duluth. Ted,
really?
What do you say? Go to Canal Park, maybe go for a walk, skip some rocks.
I don't think that's what they had in mind for the meetup, but that sounds nice.
3-hour drive, Knack. That's plenty. I think we could see Ellis Gregor.
Yeah.
I think we could make that happen. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
If there was more than like. If we could get more than like 30 people.
Look at this.
Yeah, I wore that yesterday for my mock draft.
Nice. Yeah, we can rent out the Tipsy. Have a nice little get together.
Better include beer. No shit.
Of course,
I ain't going there. If there's not beer there, I won't be there.
I wouldn't be there either.
All right, let's start hopping into this thing.
Yeah, and let's start with some Vikings news, and there's some interesting things going on around the Vikings right now. Mike Florio stirring the pot a little bit,
shocker,
saying there's tension in the relationship between Kevin O'Connell and ownership because he didn't get an extension after year 2. What the hell is going on here?
I have this is true, but like, what does T-Bass want to do with me? What's he gonna do with me when do I have to clean his house? Do I have to clean him? Like, he's tried to trade for me a few times. I'm concerned.
Yeah, I don't know. We're getting quite a few here in the comments saying they would come up.
Well, you know what? We will pursue this. I'm in. I think it'd be a blast. I'd be shit-faced.
Yeah, of course it would be.
All right, Mike Florio. That's all he does is stir the pot. Like 10 years ago, Mike Florio to me was like more of a reliable source, breaking news. All he does now is just throw shit at the wall. Stupid. I don't even care what he said.
He had the Malik Neighbors thing going on, and there's nothing confirmed that during the draft. The Vikings are trying to trade up to get him. Absolutely crazy. So yeah, in 2 years, like who gets an extension after year 2? Well, and why would he? Like you need to see what this coach does. I know he had a good first year, and the second year was the injury year. So I mean, and KOC said it publicly. He wants to be here. He wants to stay here. So I don't think there's, tension. It could be anything. Negotiating tactics. That's all it could be.
Yes, T-Bass. I think we would probably be dead within a week. Yeah. I mean, maybe it is a tactic from KOC's camp. Whatever it is, it's smart. I mean, I don't just take for what you see on the surface for anything, regardless who it is. It can be sunshine and rainbows, and he's KOC's the type of guy who's gonna say the right things. So while I would hope it's true, I don't. Whatever. He's not going anywhere.
I know. I'm not worried.
0%
anywhere at all. So we're talking about Vikings coaches that could potentially end up with other teams in different promoter role. One guy we didn't mention who apparently is a hot commodity, our assistant quarterback coach, assistant offensive coordinator, Grant Udinski, get an interview with Seattle for their offensive coordinator position. And this guy must be like the next coaching prodigy or something. Luke Brown was saying, like, do not go anywhere near him. When he saw this, he retweeted it with that kind of a caption. And Luke knows his stuff. So Grant Udinski, who is this guy?
Yeah, Luke Brown has talked about this guy a few times, which is generally a good sign. And I don't know, 28 years old. Like, I think this is just maybe his first string of like interviews, but with the Viking success under KOC, we've said it. He's starting to get his own little coaching tree going on here, and old Grant's going to be one of the hottest names out there.
Yeah, Grant Udinski. What a name! What a name. Got Sal's in the house. How you doing, Sal? She's at the game.
What's up, Sal? She's still sad.
That's too bad.
Get some top to tater. That'll make you feel better. It makes anybody feel better.
Damn right it does. Damn right. And the Vikings also signed 13 players to future reserves contracts. Teams do this every single year at the end of the season. I know you did the video on Reddy Stewart, but now the rest have been released. And most of these guys are, guys we've had on the practice squad before or this year.
There's only two new guys. It was Stewart and another corner that I can't.
Halasi, cornerback, 6'1". I believe he was a member of the Chiefs.
That sounds like it. Yes, he was, and he's played. I think was he a Brown too? Maybe.
He's played else,
some games. So yeah, I mean the future contract is exactly what it says.
Yep.
Their future, they're under contract for the future. No teams can snipe them. It's not like the practice squad. So we'll do a video after this on that other cornerback. I don't know jack shit about him.
Yeah, no, and it was good to see some of these names again. Thayer Thomas, a name we kind of forget about, a guy I still want to believe can do something in this league. I think he's probably down to his last chance. Lucky Jackson, Henry Berg, Gabe Murphy, Brent Rippon, who I do think, unless something changes as far as drafting somebody, which I don't think he will, I think he'll be.
Well, here's hold on. So wasn't Gabriel Murphy on the 53?
Yeah, I was surprised.
This confuses me because did they demote him at some point? I don't remember seeing that. I don't know how they signed him to a future contract.
I thought
he's under contract.
I thought the same thing. I don't know why he's on this list, but he is. Gabe Murphy, he ain't going anywhere.
No, but I don't know how that works. I was going to look that up actually.
Yeah. Yes, Tim Voss. Najee is still under contract. He was on the season-ending injured reserve list.
I don't want to speculate, and we love Najee, but something about that injury seems like it might be very bad.
Really?
Just saying.
I'd love to give him full physical.
Well, you're not a doctor, so that doesn't make sense.
All right, one other newsy thing here. This whole headset gate thing going on with apparently whatever KOC was saying to Sam Darnold was put on Twitter. I don't know the truth of this, who would have leaked it if it is true, basically saying, go to Justin Jefferson here. If he's not there, Jordan Addison, then throw it away. And Sam, what does he do? He looks once, and then he just turns and tucks and gets sacked. So I don't know, Wumbar, what's your thoughts on all this headset talk that was leaked?
My biggest takeaway is how dumbed down what he said. Like head coaches don't have to say that to your quarterbacks. That's embarrassing if that's true.
Yeah.
It's not going to bode well for Sam Darnold and his future if that's how elementary he's saying things.
It's
Look
weird.
at Justin Jefferson and then Jordan Addison, and if they're not open, then throw it away. And the worst part is he didn't even listen.
Yeah, and that's the part that I don't. Did he talk like that because he didn't know how else to get through to him? Really trying to say, is he that like skittish, nervous, and nothing's processing? Is that really what's going on with Sam Darnold these last 2 games? I don't know. We'll never really know. But if I'm a team going to pay that guy a lot of money, I'm awfully nervous.
Not our problem. Somebody's going to pay him. I hope he rips it up. Let's get over 25 likes. You guys are watching. Yeah. Hit that like button. Let's get over 25 likes as we're humping along. We've
been live 11 minutes, and Nisberg's already told me to shut up.
Well, at least he's going after you this time. Usually he's got me as his crosshairs.
Nothing worse than being in T-Man's crosshairs, and he's got a lot of crosshairs on his arm.
Crosshair.
All right, hit that like button. Come on, let's do it. I'm going to hit refresh here before we keep going. 20. We're at 20. We're getting there.
Dwayne Washington.
Doing that game again.
It's a fun game. Jay Ward.
Yeah, I was thinking Jay Ward myself. Oh, geez. That's not good.
That's too bad. Davey.
Oh, yeah. Thinking of Davey, one of our OGs.
Check on Davey soon. That ain't good. Hopefully he's all right.
That's not good. All right, let's go into – so we're not going to really dwell on the 2024 season. We feel like we've talked about that enough during the live stream and a couple of post videos. But the one good thing about the 2024 season is we can choose how we want to remember it. Maybe we remember it with hatred in our hearts. Maybe we want to remember part of it that we're going to go back and think about, like, that 2014, they could do this. So how will you choose to remember the 2024 Minnesota Vikings?
Yeah, comments. How we going to remember this season? I'm sure this will probably not be overly uplifting. Chris Bowman, What's going on? Please address the O-line.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny? Like the 2022 season where we exceeded expectations and obviously we were bounced in the first round against the Giants. Like I don't remember shit from that except for the crazy wins, like the Colts, the Bills. Like I remember just winning games that we had no reason to win, and it was fun as hell.
Yeah, and then there was the big, the 33-zip comeback that we had. The Greg Joseph 60-yard field goal to win the game in the Giants. Like I remember that. I remember our live stream. I remember we had a question about Die Hard. We gave it a jersey. But like this season to me reminds me of Game of Thrones, the show. Like it was so good.
A lot of nudity in that program.
Yeah, there was great moments, and then it was an amazing show, amazing season after season after season, game after game. And then at the end, it just fell off. It got so bad, and the way it ended was horrible, and it leaves me a bad taste in my heart, in my belly, in my mind anytime I think about that show because it ended so badly, and that's how the season is.
Nerd.
But it's just a perfect
don't get upset how the Game of Thrones ended.
I do. It gets me upset.
Get over it.
Horrible ending.
Once it got past like season 4, the show got so stupid. Just swinging hogs all over the place. I don't know. Game of Thrones aside, got me thinking of that dumbass show, dragons flying around. So good. I'm going to think of this one. So I'm going to take a positive spin on this thing. It was just pleasant. It was a pleasant surprise. It was supposed to be a very ugly season. Sam Darnold was supposed to start like 3 weeks. JJ McCarthy comes in, bumps in the road, and they shock the hell out of us. And they're like, you know what? You guys have been through a lot. Granted, it ended like shit. We're going to give you 14 dubs, and we're going to give you Sam Darnold a lot of talkers in the media. And it was beautiful. I also think this is kind of just setting it in stone, like T-Bass putting out there that Kevin O'Connell's a quarterback whisperer. I'm pretty sure he's being T-Bass and being sarcastic, but he is. Like Kevin O'Connell, what he did with Sam Darnold. Kevin O'Connell, what he's doing with 14 season wins. I mean, he's setting the stage for free agents to want to come here. Everybody loves him. When he's going after the game, he's going to talk to these quarterbacks, these young quarterbacks. Like, everybody loves him. And people are going to want to come here and play. The facility, the front office, everything is a win-win-win for the Vikings. And the loss sucked ass, but I'm not going to look at it. I'm not going to look at that because it just makes me mad. So I think we just continue to build on a foundation where players will want to come here. And Kevin O'Connell is a quarterback whisperer, and he's going to prove it with J.J. McCarthy.
Thank you, Chris Olsen, for that.
Hey, yeah. Denny Green did good. Yet he didn't do shit. Denny Green didn't do shit. Oh, my God. Are you nuts?
He's losing it.
He had one of the best teams in NFL history.
Yeah, I also went with something specific and something positive. I went, remember the first 5 weeks of the season, how dominant this defense was, just absolutely destroying teams, touchdowns, sacks, pressures up the ass. I mean, I've never that stretch, the first 5 weeks, they were so dominant. Like we didn't see a loss on the schedule. I mean, they couldn't keep it up the entire season, but that's what I'm gonna go back and remember. Just how great those first 5 weeks were for that Brian Flores defense. It was insane.
Well, I mean, I think that, yeah, I mean, the defense, kind of like last year, the opposing team started to figure out the defense a little bit like they did this year, but defense was still pretty fucking dominant.
Yeah, but like those first 5 weeks, it was insane.
Yeah, I mean, the free agent class that they brought in defensively, Grenard, Van Ginkel, Blake Cashman, those guys aren't going anywhere. They're going to be here next year. So there is a lot of positives. So if you're still crying in your beer, that's fine. It's still fresh, but just start trying to think of some good things, because there is a lot of good.
Well, and you know what? I was mad. Like I just mentioned earlier, I did the Rookie of the Week video, got upset. But then like today I started thinking, you know why I'm so excited for 2025? J.J. McCarthy. Like, we got our young quarterback, our future. We can finally see him. It doesn't mean we're going to have a competitive season or not, but just watching him play, seeing our future actually on the field, God, hopefully he can actually get on the field, stay healthy this preseason and play. That's got me excited. Hell
yeah. I can't wait. And there's going to be a lot of bumps and bruises along the way. The dude looks like he's 7, and he's going to show us some glimpses, and he's going to look like a rookie quarterback. Is what it is. But we keep saying it. If you can do this with Sam Darnold, you can take a J.J. McCarthy, who's played on the big stage, who's played in huge games at Michigan, and he wasn't rattled. So I love that. I love it about him. I can't wait to see what happens. He's going to be the best quarterback we ever had.
Yeah, it's something we haven't had in a long time, rookie quarterback. And I know he's not a rookie, but it's basically his rookie season for the Vikings. So I was checking lights. We're at 28, apparently.
28.
There is trivia tonight. I don't know if there'll be trivia moving forward, but there is.
Oh, there's always going to be trivia.
All right, we'll keep doing it. But definitely trivia tonight. So any super chats will get you on the wheel.
We got Chris Olsen and Boswell in so far.
Not bad. But for right now, it is time to jump into our mailbag.
You've got mail.
God, just nails that every time.
I don't know what's in the mailbag, so
I'll tell you.
I might be thrown for a loop here.
You'll be fine. First one is from @ChrisVikings30. He asked this: what combination would you rather see replaced? Would you rather see replace both guards or replace a guard and center?
I'd rather see replace both guards now.
Yep.
Garrett Bradbury, I think, only has 1 year left on his contract. We can figure that out. We can make do. Matamida is in for the wheel, baby. Our guards are so horrible. Both guards.
Yeah, I mean, Bradbury is what he is.
Giuseppe wants all three. He's cheating.
No, I actually thought about that, but I think it's both guards. I think with some help next to him, Bradbury can be serviceable. He's never going to be able to anchor. Hey, Armsy, but he'll be okay. I did see something like we would save $3 million if we cut him. Not that we need to
save $3 million.
Yeah.
Who? Bradbury?
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to cut him. They should have cut him.
I was shocked they brought him back.
Well, they're going to bring him back again.
All right. Here's another question from Isaac Ackley 8005. He asked this: who would you rather keep, Bynum, Murphy Jr., or Griffin?
No, I think we'll all say the same answer on that one.
That's
Griffin ain't coming back regardless. I wouldn't think so. I don't think Bynum's coming back. Byron Murphy's one of the best corners in the league, baby.
Yeah,
pay that man.
Led the team in interceptions, had a great season. It's Byron Murphy by a mile.
I wonder what he's going to get paid. Are they going to pay that dude? Armsy's really throwing out the draft stuff already. He wants the big man. I wonder what Byron Murphy is going to command. Is he going to command CB1 type money? Is he the true CB1? I mean, he wasn't really even the CB1 for our team.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, Kwesi can get him a real nice team-friendly deal.
I mean, you'd think he's going to make. I mean, the top corners in the league make what, like 20, 22 million? Is that what they are? Am I way off here?
No, I'll Google it here quick.
I mean, you would think like his last contract was 2 years, 17 million, I think. So it was like $8.5 million a year. You would think that puppy's going to go up like, I have no idea. I mean, it's going to be 12 plus a year, 14. I mean, it's going to be in that range, don't you think?
I would think so. Jalen Ramsey is getting $24.1 million a year. Pat the second is getting $24 million a year.
We ain't going to be anywhere near that, but he's going to be somewhere up there.
Marlon Humphrey's down the list a little bit. He's making 19.5.
Tim Lindsay's in.
Boom.
Two guards
like
in center.
Flynn.
All right, what else we got in that bag?
Oh, we got something from Ellis Gregor. He has this.
Be something about North Dakota.
What are the Vikings going to do with the punt return, kick return position this offseason? It seems pretty subpar this season.
He ain't wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. Ty Chandler's point. I mean, the kick returner's pointless. It really, the return game is mildly pointless in the NFL these days. But
not a fan of it.
What do you think? What do you think?
I still think they'll be what they always do. Either your wide receiver 4 or your running back 3. Maybe it's a rookie. Maybe it's going to be one of those guys. I can't say at this time who it's going to be, but that's probably the position that's going to do it. And it'd be fun to get a dynamic guy like a Kavonte Turpin from Dallas, but it's been a long time since we ever had something like that. Cordell Patterson was the last one.
Yeah, I mean, kick returner doesn't matter. Nobody takes it out ever. That's why they put Ty Chandler back there, because it doesn't matter. He's not very good, but it doesn't matter because he doesn't take it out. Punt returner, I don't want no damn rookie. That's for sure. I want some dude that's just going to catch the ball. I'm to the point now as a Vikings fan. I don't care if you ever return it. Just catch the ball. So no rookies. Get the next Brandon Paul. Is he a free agent? Probably. Yes, I'm sure they signed him to 1 year.
Yes.
If he comes back, just hand him the reins again. But I don't really care, to be honest.
Yeah, we got a few more in our
in honor of the mini groans. There you go, baby.
Lord Duncan's been hot lately.
You've got mail.
All right, we got one from Dino WBL. Vikings give quarterback coach a promotion to offensive coordinator to keep him. I think he's meaning old Grant.
No. They love Wes Phillips, and so does Kevin O'Connell. Brought Wes Phillips over here, so he's not just going to can his ass. It's not a bad idea.
No,
it ain't going to happen.
Yeah, it's if he's really like this hot name, then yeah. I mean, it makes sense. I don't think they're going to do it either.
Ellis, what about when that punt bounced off his face in the last game, and luckily he went out of bounds, but that thing went boo! That thing went like 20 yards forward. What the hell is he doing?
And Giuseppe, like Marcus Sherrill's like he would do that every now and then, a couple of shifty moves and he's gone, and that would get the Vikings back in a game. They needed some spark in, and we don't have that right now. And it'd be really nice to have that. I don't remember Marcus Sherrill. Maybe he did once or twice, but he always seemed like he fielded that thing pretty clean.
Oh, Sherrill's was one of the best. He's probably the best punt returner we've ever had.
Oh man, damn,
he was beautiful.
He was beautiful. All right, we got this one's not a question, but it's from Earthling Alex. He says this: 2 blue chews, 4 skull gummies, 1 jug of top potato. I'm good to go. Not a question, just saying.
Wow. I hope he's still alive. Oh,
yeah. Put those gummies right in the top potato. You're ready to roll.
Viking. So we got Grant. We got Josh McCown. Like, we got a couple of dudes that we always see get sniped and then just go rip it up somewhere. Yep. That is definitely a fear for me when you got these fantastic dudes. Wes Phillips is just such a question mark. The dude never talks. He's usually shit-faced, and he just you don't know how much he has into this offense. You don't know how much of it's him. Is he just Kevin O'Connell? You get some coffee. We don't know. But like McCown and this Grant guy, they got so much. What's the word? Potential.
Chubspa. What do they say? How do you say that? Someone
just potential.
Chubspa. Yeah, and I think actually Wes does have a weekly press conference during the season.
I know, but have you ever watched him?
I watched a couple.
It's pretty painful. Chutzpah.
I think it's Chutzpah. Anyway, I'm going to read these next two together because I do think they go together. One's from T-Bass and one is from Must He Insane 166. T-Bass says, "Can the GM tell head coach stop calling plays or I'll fire you?" And then Must He Insane says, "KLC needs to shake his pride and give up play calling and hire a new OC. He's a good coach, but his play calling has been poor when against better opponents." My reaction is that, have you seen Twitter today? These all 22s that they've been putting out there.
Mm-hmm.
Receivers are running wide open down the field. The quarterback is standing there, not throwing the ball. I think the right plays were called. Execution was poor. The thing I'd like to see different from his play calling, when your quarterback's struggling, you're in the red zone, first down, don't run it once, run it a couple times. I mean, come on, try something different. Maybe take it away from your quarterback's hand in that situation. But the plays were there. The quarterback wasn't delivering. I don't know what else you want the guy to do.
Yeah, I mean, my only thing with Kevin O'Connell, which we already said, is just the last game was just weird. The play calling, there were some issues as far as there was no urgency, there was no fire out there. It was very odd. But yeah, there's been very wide open wide receivers. At some point, you have to start to cater to Sam Darnold when he's taking 9 sacks just to figure something else out. And I think that's his biggest flaw. Everybody say, Kevin O'Connell doesn't adjust. He doesn't adjust. But any team, if you go watch any other show who covers other teams, that's everybody's go-to. If your team loses, it doesn't matter who the head coach is. They always say he didn't adjust. He didn't adjust. He can't adjust. This isn't a Kevin O'Connell thing. It's just a coach thing. And everybody says it about their coach. This isn't like breaking news.
And what did Peyton Manning say? Like, when asked about halftime adjustments, he said there's no such thing. Like, there's no adjustments.
I mean, everybody, ourselves included, always say they didn't make halftime adjustments. They're not adjusting. They're not doing this. Like, they have a game plan.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to between plays all of a sudden have a new game plan. Hey, all right, let's try this one. Yep. Like, they know what they're doing. And if it ain't working, they're kind of screwed.
Yep. And I think that was, I'm not giving him a pass for, I felt he gave up in that game way too early. The urgency, then the weird running, then throwing, and it was weird. And I don't know if he just panicked, if he just felt like he didn't know what else he could do. I don't know what was going on through his head, but he came out and said, I could have been better. And again, I feel like the quarterback was really hamstringing him in that game.
Because he was laying on the ground, taking sacks on 3rd and 8. I don't want to talk about it. What else we got?
Quick little game here. Back or bye-bye. We're going to list all the Vikings free agents, and we're going to quickly say, you want them back, or is it time to say bye-bye? And you can
every free agent?
Every free agent.
All right, comments got to come hot and heavy because there's a lot. So we're going to cruise through these.
Be ready to roll here. Sam Darnold, first one. Sam Darnold.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Says bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Great season. One of the best seasons the Vikings quarterback ever had.
Yep. Hell yeah. It was a fun ride with old Sammy D. Harrison Smith.
And is this we want them bye-bye or
no,
we think
bye-bye? What we think. What we think. Heads.
What we think.
Heads.
Viking Funeral says at night, just later. Later, Sam.
Later, Sam.
And then he says Vac. Great.
Oh, great. He's wasted again.
Keep. Ashley wants to keep him just because he's so damn handsome.
Yeah.
Long hug and bye. Very nice.
Yes. Well said. Well said, boss man.
Everybody's saying back, but I think it's because that's what they want.
Yep.
I'm gonna buy Ginger. All right, see ya.
Oh my God, Elmer's leaving. Take that back.
I'm gonna keep flip flopping on this one. I think he's gonna surprise us. I think he's coming back. I think 22 is coming back.
I think Bossman said it right. Long hug and bye. I think he's gonna retire.
We'll see. We'll see.
Stephon Gilmore. Gilly.
Bye,
Gilly. Thank you.
Gilly played well. He played well. He wasn't a superstar by any means, but he played well.
Yep. Cornerback Byron Murphy.
Back to the fucking basics.
Come on back. Yeah, I'm gonna hug him and never let him go. He's coming back. Running back Aaron Jones. It's
a tough one. We got to let people catch up here.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're on Murphy or Jones, so let's give her a minute here.
Remember, it's bye or back, not gone.
No, you can say whatever you want. It does not matter. Jones, bye. It sounds like Jones is pretty split here.
Yeah, Jones, man.
Back on cheap, draft Hampton. I think this one's pretty 50-50. I think obviously he wants to come back. I think this just comes down to the price tag. And Viking Funeral, you're right. Like, he's got plenty left in the tank. The dude just had his best season. So if we were to fix the line and bring Aaron Jones back, there's no reason he wouldn't get 1,200, 1,300 yards.
Yeah, I'm going to bring him back. I'm bringing him back. Come on back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Did you answer?
Back. I said he's coming fucking back.
All right. Cam Bynum.
Bye, Cam. Go make some bank, man. I think he's going to be one of those dudes who gets paid a ton and like maybe doesn't live up to it. I hope he does. I'm not trying to be a downer here.
We got bye, gone, bye, back on Cam Bynum. All right, let's go to the next Cam Robinson, left tackle Cam Robinson.
He's coming back. Cam Robinson's going to be our starting left guard next year.
Really? Wow.
Cam Robinson will be back, and he will be getting a decent paycheck, and he'll be our starting left guard.
It's a bold claim. I think I'm going to say bye. Bye, Cam. Bye.
Well, the only way he comes back is if he's playing guard. They're not going to come bring him back to be a backup left tackle.
Bye, Cam.
Heck, you and I are on the same page, man. I think he'd be a great guard.
I thought they were saying he doesn't have the strength to be a guard.
You seen the dude?
You're
talking about strength. Look at our guys getting.
I just read it.
You're talking about strength.
Talking about strength. All right. One bar's boy, Jerry Tillery.
Jer Bear. See, people are getting on the Cam at guard train. Let's go. Choot.
We'll see.
The only thing is, I think when he was in Jacksonville, I think they wanted to move him to guard, and he was basically like, F you, I'm not moving to guard. So I don't think that he was big on that, but it's later in his career now. He's gotten a taste of the Vikings. He's like, you know what? This place is pretty sweet. I like this. We win here.
Yeah. Tillery's getting a slew of backs. Everyone wants Jerry Tillery back.
No, I think he's 100% back, and it's going to be not very expensive. And he didn't light up the stat sheet. We had one of the best run defenses in the league. Old Jer Bear had a big part of that. And I'm not saying he's going to be an instant starter, but he's going to be a rotational dude.
Well, here's the thing. I think you're going to have a lot of youth in that D-line next year. So it'd be nice to have a couple of veterans, Harrison Phillips and Jerry Tillery. Well, why not? Jerry, come on back for another go in purple.
Yeah. What did he make this year? Hold on.
It wasn't much.
Jerry Tillery said he signed a 2-year contract. Oh, Raiders. Hello. 1 year, $2.7 million. And that's fair. He definitely lived up to that contract 100%. And he is still only 28 years old. And
it was enough to, send his dad to Hawaii and then back to New Orleans, during the day when he would come on our show.
Yeah. Then he left. He never came back.
Duncan's right.
He's still a member of the show.
He quit the show.
Yeah. He was over it. We talked very highly of Jerry. I don't know. He just hated us all of a sudden.
I don't know what happened. I
think he's still a member. LDR is I'm going to sound like an asshole here. LDR is one of the guys everybody loves that has never done a goddamn thing. I'm glad he had a good training camp. He was active for 2 games, never even saw a snap. Like, I want him to come out and rip it up, but he's just he's the next, we see these guys all the time.
I thought he actually had a couple tackles.
Okay, he had a couple tackles.
Well, you didn't see a snap. I mean,
I don't know if he had any snaps.
Let's see. He was in 2 games. He had 1 tackle. He had 1 tackle this year.
All I'm saying is, like, I'm not signing somebody because of a guy like him who was never out there. I hope he rips it up. I love the dude, but I think he's a kind of a.
No, you keep him, you develop him, but you want to have a Jerry Tillery around there too, so he doesn't have to see the field too early.
You're right. It depends on how he looks and everything. I'm not poo-pooing it at all.
Bringing him back doesn't mean he's making a team. You can bring him back and bring him to the. Doesn't mean he's going to make
Tillery.
Yeah,
Tillery's making
any of these guys.
He's making
bring them back.
Team.
It doesn't mean they're a guaranteed lock.
Jerry Tillery is.
I'm just saying. All right, here we go. Shaq Griffin.
Bye, Shaq. Thank you. He was actually pretty good.
Yeah,
he played a lot better than anybody gives him credit for. He was fantastic. I mean, even his PFF scores were really good.
Yep. So Shaq Griffin, goodbye. We'll miss you. Jonathan Bullard, the Bulldog.
Nice, God, that offsides really pisses me off. I'm a pretty big Jonathan Bullard guy. I love him. He's so fucking huge. What's that guy weigh? He's just, man, imagine that guy giving you a hug. He'd pop my head off.
I do all the time.
Jonathan Bullard. They keep bringing him back.
They do.
They do. And I think it's probably comes down to, like, Bullard's a good run stuffer.
It's 290.
I don't know if they bring him and Tillery back. They're kind of a little bit different specimens. But I if I had the better, I'd say he comes back. He's always here.
I'm saying bye to Bullard. Thank you for your service.
Bulldog.
Solid player. Let's go with guard Dalton Reisner.
I'm going to make a shirt that's going to say that Bullard is mediocre. I'm going to have Harmsy wear it at training camp next year and just walk around. Jonathan Bullard is mediocre.
And have Dalton like, hey, Bullard.
Yeah.
Screaming.
Who do we say?
We said Dalton Reisner.
Yeah, goodbye.
Bye, Dalton. See you later.
The name is Dalton.
This one's interesting because I know what I would do. I don't know what the Vikings will do. Tight end, Johnny frickin' Munt.
He's gone. He's gone.
I would agree, but he's Kevin O'Connell's boy.
I think, you know what? I think Kevin O'Connell, 2 playoff losses. To go out on that, I honestly don't think he gives a shit anymore who's his boy or not. Like Johnny Munt, there's 100 Johnny Munts out there.
There's only one Johnny Munt.
He doesn't really do anything great. And I know he's tight end 3, but like, why not give a guy like Nick Muse? He's going to be 31. Johnny, thank you, man. You were fun.
Yeah, I think he's gone too, but wouldn't surprise me if he brought him back for some strange reason. All right, wide receiver Brandon Powell.
Brandon Powell gone. They didn't sign him for a while. This free agency round, didn't they? Didn't it take a while to bring him back?
Yeah, I think you might be right there. What the Nitzberg? What kind of thing is that to say to me?
You don't have a head? He's got a head. You can see he's got a swim cap on. You can see his head just fine.
It's huge head.
Who are we saying bye to?
We're saying bye to Brandon Paul. I'm saying goodbye, Brandon Paul.
Yeah, I think Brandon Paul's gonzo.
Next one is quarterback Big Dick Nick Mullins.
He's gone.
Bye, Nick.
He is gone. I don't care who our quarter. He's gone. Even if Daniel Jones doesn't come back, he's gone.
That's funny you say that because quarterback Daniel Jones, come back, Dan, come back.
Yeah,
he's
back. He's back.
He's our backup next year. He's our backup quarterback. This one is going to be interesting. Running back Cam Akers.
I think he's back. I think they love him. They traded for him again. Like now they're just gonna be like, you know what? Maybe we'll bring you back and not give up a draft pick. We'll just sign you. How about that?
Yeah, I think he comes back, and I want him back.
Fuck yeah, I love Cam Akers, man. Those 2 big runs he had in the last 2 games. Cam, man, great change of pace, good blocker. I like Cam Akers.
Got soft hands too.
Brendan Paul had 7 receptions this year. Last year he set a career high with 29. He went to 7.
Yeah, just not part of the offense. Sam didn't like him. Not interested.
I don't think.
All right, let's go do defensive end / outside linebacker Jihad Ward. Bye or come on back.
I think Flores. I think a lot of this has to depend on if Flores comes back, because I think old Hottie was one of Flores's boys, because that guy was out there a lot, and you can line him up multiple positions. He's on defensive line. He's playing linebacker. I think old Hottie, they bring him back and just be like, you know, I don't know if you're guaranteed a spot, but we're bringing you back, because he was one of those guys right at the end. Is like, is he going to make the team or not?
Yeah. And I liked. I mean, for the most part, I thought he had more positive plays than bad ones, so I'd be fine bringing him back. And yeah, you know what, Hottie?
I'd like to see him and Jonathan Bullard box. Just big dudes.
Apparently he's a character too. I guess they said he's one of the funniest people in the locker room. Hottie Ward.
Not if I was in that locker room.
You'd be the one with the most creative in the shower. That's what you'd be.
I do know origami of the hog. I'm very good at it. He's 6'5", 285. That's a good matchup, him and Bullard.
You're like the Bob Ross of hog art.
Thank you. That means the world to me. I can do anything.
We got a couple more. Outside linebacker Patrick Jones.
Gone.
Yeah. And who
0%.
knows what kind of contract he'll get coming out that injury, but hopefully he gets some money. Just want to see Patrick Jones do well. Yep, I also say gone. And then we got wide receiver Trent Sherfield. A guy I didn't really think was going to make the team.
Special team wise, he better come back. He was great. He almost went to the Pro Bowl.
No, she's coming back.
Trent Sherfield was a fantastic special teamer, and in a pinch at wide receiver, I think he comes back. I think that one's a no-brainer.
I'm going to say bye to Trent Sherfield, and then we got Kumu Gujier Hill, linebacker.
Gone.
Agree, gone.
I think I think Ivan Pace is going to take a step back, and they're going to bring in a 3-down linebacker to put next to Blake Cashman. Pace is going to be the dude that say go get that quarterback. 3rd down, Pace get in there, and Gujier Hill, gonzo.
And the last one we got is cornerback Fabian Moreau.
Fabian Moreau, more like Fabian go. Bye.
Good one. I'll be thinking that all night laughing.
Fabian. Yep, there's nothing else that rhymes with that. Yeah, gone.
Rabian.
Fabs.
All right, that was it. That was bye.
There was more buys on that than coming back. Vikings have a ton of money. I think they're going to spend it wisely. And that doesn't even count the guys like the Brian Asamoahs, the Ed Ingrams. What are they going to do with these guys? They're going to bring them back. I mean, that doesn't even count the dudes that they just end up cutting. But I think they'll be cutting ties with some of these guys that have been around, like the Johnny Munts, maybe the Bullards, just because they got to take that next step, and these guys aren't getting them there.
Yeah, I agree. I think it could be a younger roster next year on both sides.
Young and dumb.
All right, you ready to play some hard questions?
Hard questions. You go first.
I got 3 of them for you this week, or this time. We don't play this every week, but hard questions. Question 1: knowing what you know now, would Bo Nix have been a good pick for the Vikings at 11?
No.
Still not sold on Bo Nix, huh?
No, Bo Nix outperformed anything I would have ever thought. Joe DeLeon, our favorite drafts guy that will be coming on the show, I would say a handful of times between now and the draft, hated him. Remember, he wanted a Bo Nix sucks shirt or something. No, Bo Nix outperformed. The dude played his ass off. But I'm still taking JJ McCarthy.
Well, yeah, and that's not the question. I'm just questioning, like, I mean, if let's say we waited. I
thought you said, would I have drafted Bo Nix?
No, I'm just saying, would he have been? Basically, what I'm asking you, would he succeed in Minnesota, and would we all basically fall in love with him after that?
Oh yeah, no, I think if he was in Minnesota, he probably would have even had a better season.
Yeah. I mean, we could have sat there and got either one of them. So I have nothing against JJ McCarthy. This isn't about that. It's like I know how much you hated Bo Nix, so knowing what you know now, you've been okay with it.
Yeah, man, Bo Nix just want nothing to do with that dude. And
I was scared about his arm.
He's gonna come back to earth.
But
I think he might have just had his best season as a pro.
We'll see.
I mean, it was a great season.
It was.
It wouldn't be horrible. All right, my hard question. Do you want the Vikings to upgrade over Ivan Pace?
Well, here's the thing. Like, Ivan Pace has a very specific skill set of blitzing in.
Do you want a different – let me rephrase that. Do you want a different starting linebacker next to Blake Cashman to upgrade this defense?
Yeah, if you're looking for a 3-down guy who can cover, then absolutely.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yep, and then I would do it. I still want Ivan Pace on this team and ripping shit up and letting him be wild.
Yeah, he's not getting cut. I just he needs to see less of that field, maybe.
Yeah. No, I do. I know I love Ivan Pace more than you, but he is a major liability in pass coverage. Major.
He is. He is.
Yep. All right. Question 2: did the Vikings make a mistake last season when they traded away Ezra Cleveland?
Yeah. I mean, looking back at it now, hell yeah, they did. I mean, he got paid. They paid him a big contract, but he had a great season.
Yeah, his PFF are still like high 60s, maybe using the 70s for one of the pass, but I mean it was pass blocking, but not crazy high. You pay money to get, an average, above average guard, and that's way better than what we had. So I agree.
Yeah, that and 6th round pick. It was just so weird how done they were with him.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were just done. It came out of nowhere. Who'd they end up putting there? Reisner? Yeah, Reisner.
Yeah. Yep.
Ugh. Yeah, that was a weird one. All right, hard question. Do you want them to take Josh Metellus and hand him one of those starting safety spots, or do you want to have them keep doing what they're doing, just kind of the utility knife? Why do I always call it that? The Swiss Army knife.
You know what? I'm ready to see him play a straight up position. I actually think I am ready for him to be a safety. The big plays weren't there this year for him. He wasn't making as much of a ruckus as he was the year before.
Ruckus.
If we lose Bynum and if we lose Harrison Smith to retirement, yeah, I think I'm ready for Josh Metellus to play safety.
Who's going to take his spot? Because clearly that's a big part of Brian Flores' defense.
Maybe it's not Brian Flores back there anymore.
All right. Well,
and maybe Ivan Pace can do some weird shit with him. That's similar, not in coverage.
Oh,
obviously.
God, what are you putting him back there for? Are you
no, I'm talking
mind?
The Metellus little hybrid role. Maybe Pace can do some of that shit.
Yeah, but a lot of Metellus' hybrid roles back in coverage.
I know. Then you got to find someone else. But
I'm ready to say that.
I'm ready for him to play safety. I am. Have a true position, and I want to see what he can do there. Because I think he's going to just freaking roll with it. Be amazing. Yeah, all right. Last question from me to you. Hard question. If he were to become available, should the Vikings sign Jair Alexander in the offseason?
No. Fuck no. I want to sign him for free. Absolutely not. No way. And it sounds like that sounds like that marriage is over, whatever they do with them. But just a cancer in that locker room, man.
Yep, and that's my biggest thing. Like, I don't even know how good he is. I mean, I've seen him here get smoked. He talks a lot. I think he's a cancer. Like, I actually, I'm not a doctor again, but I feel like he probably could be playing for the Packers. The way LaFleur answered the question about him being available, I don't think so. It's just I don't need that in my locker room.
No, and it's gonna be interesting to see where he actually lands. Last one. You want to go back in time and see if I'd take Bo Nix? I want to go back in time and see if he'd still trade up for Dallas Turner. Come on, man. Don't even think about this.
What?
There's one right answer. Just give it, please. Please give the right answer.
I'd still trade up for him. He's so young, 21 years old. You got studs ahead of him. Not seeing that so obviously his lack of playing time. It makes sense. A lot of good football ahead of him. I'm not concerned. Obviously, when you see something like Jared Verse just explode and look like an absolute stud, he's doing freaking Jimmy Superfly Snookas on our quarterback. Did you see that? But yeah, Turner, no, year 2 is going to be a huge jump, and year 3 is going to be one of the best in the league. I have no doubt about that. So definitely going to be worth it.
I'm very glad you said that.
You just got to be patient with them.
I'm very glad you said if he saw a ton of snaps and this was what he put out there, that's a different story. Even though it still is year 1, dude never saw the field. Young buck, and you can't compare him to Verse. Verse is a grown man. He's a man's man out there. And Dallas Turner will get there. He will get there. He just has the luxury of taking his time. Thank you, Andrew Van Ginkel, and thank you, Jonathan Grenard.
Well, yeah, and then even Flores is dropping him into coverage. Like
next year's going to be perfect because he's going to take on the Patrick Jones role. He's going to be the Jonesy role where he's going to get out there and go after the quarterback. I don't expect him by any means to all of a sudden be thrusted into this defense next year either. Like, it's going to be gradual as long as the other guys are on the team. It's perfect. It's win, 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 win.
Yeah. Yep. 100%. All right. You ready? You ready for trivia? Anybody else want to get on that wheel? Last chance here. The category.
Let me fill up the wheel. What is the category?
Vikings 2024 season.
Interesting.
It's pretty easy. So I actually set the line very high for you tonight. 7. 7's the line.
Well, I got Todd Stussy was a effing buck last week. That was a miracle. Or was it a Panther?
I didn't know he was a Panther. I forgot he was a Panther. Parrot head. We don't need that kind of negativity around here.
Confidence is not overly high. I do better with old shit. All right, hold on.
And so any one more Lepigus shirt, maybe something from our sponsors. Hit us up. Let us know what you want.
All right, the wheel is ready, but I do have to do one more.
Jake, the Minnesota sports fan, just snuck on.
Oh, we got another one. He already had one.
Oh, and Luminous is here.
Luminous is in?
Yep. Luminous always like to just wait to the very end.
All right, hold on. I do have to do one thing quick. Bear with me. Sometimes when we touch.
Almost is too much.
All right, hold on.
All right. You cheating?
I don't think I can share the screen with this layout, so you're gonna have to trust me who wins.
Okay.
I promise I'm not gonna rig it, but I don't think I can't share my screen. So all right, let's go, and I promise.
All right. Yeah, here we go. All right, so 2024 season, your Skull TYA trivia this week. First question: who was the Vikings' last draft pick of the 2024 NFL Draft?
Oh shit! I think it was LDR. Or did we take him earlier than we thought? Multiple choice won't help on this one, so I'll just go LDR. Final answer.
No one in the comments has even guessed, but yes, it is Levi Drake Rodriguez. Yes! You are correct. Harmsy did get it. Harmsy got it right. All right, you got 2 points. You only need 5 more to call this one a win. Question 2. Oh, no, Parrothead has it. All right, question 2. Aaron Jones led the Vikings with 255 rushing attempts. Who came in second with 67?
You counting the quarterback?
Counting rushing attempts. Could be a receiver.
I mean, Cam Akers is really the easy one. Ty Chandler get any run in the? I know Ty Chandler got 2 more carries than I would have liked, but I don't think he was there. I will go with. I'm just going Cam Akers. It's wrong. I'm not right.
You're not right. It was Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold had 67 rushing attempts.
Quarterback is bullshit. Tricky ass question.
I'm sorry. It was an honest question.
I'm sorry.
You got
when
it
I
wrong.
get answers wrong, I get emotional and I turn into a baby. So just deal with it.
You know, he didn't get it wrong. Luminous Grin got it right. He said Darnold. All right, you got 2 points. Still got plenty of time to get your 7. All right. 3 Vikings defenders were named to the Pro Bowl. Jonathan Grenard, Andrew Van Ginkel, and whom?
Byron Murphy.
Your final answer?
Final answer.
Byron Murphy is correct.
That was really easy.
You got 4 points. You got 4 points. I told you this was easy.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you got 4 points. You don't have to pout this time. Question number 4. Who scored the Vikings' last touchdown of the 2024 regular season?
Packers game. Darnold had 3 touchdowns. Shit. Obviously, it wasn't Hawkinson. It was in the air, though. I'll do a multiple choice.
Was it A, Aaron Jones, B, Cam Akers, C, Jordan Addison, D, Jalen Naylor? I see one correct answer.
I don't think it was Naylor. Jones get in there? Let's say Aaron Jones, final answer.
Wrong. It was Cam Akers. Cam Akers.
Good for you, Cam. Thank you for the memory that I don't remember. Damn it.
He caught the little pass, and I think it was a pass, and he snuck his way in there. So, all right, you got 2 points right now.
And 2, didn't I? I got 4 points. I got Byron Murphy.
Yeah, Byron Murphy. You got 4 points. So you're still sitting all right. You got 2 questions left. You just need 3 points here. So you can take a multiple choice, and you can take a wild guess here.
All
right, here we go. Question number 5. Which position group on the Vikings defense did not register a sack in 2024? Which position group on the Vikings defense did not register a sack?
Cornerbacks. Final answer.
You are correct. No cornerbacks had a sack this year for the Minnesota Vikings. I always love when those corners come flying off and get a sack. Mackenzie Alexander was really good at that one year.
Yeah, Mackenzie Alexander was good at it. Our guys are too old. Too damn old. Too slow.
You got 6 points. Remember that the last question is I always try to make it a little bit personal. So question 6, I hope you get this one right.
Me too.
At training camp, they were giving away free popsicles, and we watched Harmsy eat about 2 dozen of them. What was the brand of those popsicles
It
called?
was Johnny Pops.
It was Johnny Pop. You did it. You won. You got 8 points.
Yeah, Johnny Pops. Let's go. I am going to try to share the screen because maybe I don't know what it's going to look like, but it might work. It might not. So let me just see. Member giveaway. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Hold on, I can make this bigger. I have to cover Lupagus's face.
Most people will thank you for that.
All right, so here we go. We're going to spin this thing. Remember, email us onebarlupagus@gmail. We'll hook you up with something dandy. Ready? I got everybody on here. Here we go. Chris Olson has won a lot of items, and he wins again. Chris Olson, you're the winner, man. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Let us know what you want. Email us, and we will hook you up.
I always think like Luminous is always like this close to winning. He just never can do it.
He's won, though. I think he's won a few times.
All right,
I think. Maybe not. Griff Daddy, good to see you coming in late. We appreciate seeing you. Gang, boys. And very sick of Garrett Bradbury. Everybody is. Well, that's a wrap on the Horned Up for the week. We're still going to keep doing these every damn week, and we're not going anywhere. We're just starting to do mock drafts, starting to get into free agency. So it's buckle up. It's going to be fun. This is unfortunately season's over, but this is the fun time of the year. Yeah, the season may be over, but for 2025, we're just Lord Dunkins wants you to show his shirt again. There it is. Go watch my mock draft from yesterday. I got that puppy on too. It looks nice. It feels nice. Makes you feel good. I put that on. Feel like my hog is 10 feet long. Really? I started craving Fireball when I put mine on. That makes sense. Mine smelled like Fireball. Oh my god. All right, guys. We're waiting for next week's Horned Up. Remember this. George Jetson would have turned 3 years old this year as he was born in 2022 in the Jetsons cartoon. Jesus.